13 years, 7 months, United States Air Force. I was a bomb builder. I did 23 years, 7 months with the Missouri State Highway Patrol. I did some time in Desert Shield, Desert Storm.
Currently, I oversee Community Risk Reduction Division at Central Jackson County Fire in Blue Springs, Missouri.
I was in for about 15 years. I was in the Marine Corps, National Guard, and Army. I went to Iraq in 2004, got blown up by a IED, blind in one eye, a brain injury, some back problems, and what, usual BS that comes with getting blown up,
I joined the Naval Reserves in 1956. I've been fishing over 70 years, fly fishing over 70 years, and so it was just natural for me to get together, want to be with these guys, and work with these veterans. It is fun.
I was in the Army, stationed in Germany, Korea. I was attached to Charlie 1st and 2nd Artillery in Vietnam.
I'm a former Navy CB, did that for 25 years. Went to Iraq and Afghanistan. And I'm proud to be part of Frontline fly fishing.
I was in the Army during the Vietnam War, 18 months and 28 days, not that I was counting. I got hooked up with Frontline fly fishermen because of my PTSD.
And I've been a veteran EMT, and I did 12 years with the Sheriff's Department. There's so many things that are similar with the responsibilities and with the internal reactions. Most of the time we just put it in a box and try to forget about stuff like that because it doesn't help us accomplish the mission.
Frontline fly fishing, here's the deal. If you run towards the fight, you have the potential to experience trauma. And then so that's why we do it. That's why it's for military and first responders. Whether you're fighting the enemy, fighting a fire, fighting to save somebody's life, fighting to uphold our laws. It's all the same.
We've all done the same thing. It didn't matter what branch you were in. It didn't matter if you were a firefighter or in law enforcement or an ambulance driver. It doesn't matter. That's how we relate to each other.
For me, Frontline is not only like brotherhood and camaraderie, but also with fly fishing and the fly tying and stuff, we all kind of have that generalized background of military or first responders, PD, and a lot of us have seen things in our careers, and it just gives me, for myself, an opportunity to kind of just flip that switch and turn that stuff off when I'm on the water.
The camaraderie, these guys here know what how I'm feeling, and it's comforting, especially being a Vietnam veteran. We didn't get the welcome homes, and for 20 years I never talked about it. Whether it be Vietnam, Iraq, Desert Storm, Afghanistan, Korea, we've all been there, and it's like a brotherhood. Fly fishing, I've learned a lot, but the camaraderie.
It really has helped me, want me to get out and help my brothers, and sisters.
The fly tying, the rod building, the fishing outings is, but mostly we get together, people with like-minded issues, and it creates a camaraderie. We don't have to worry about the guy sitting next to you, and we talk, and it relieves a lot of stress because you don't have to worry about nothing, and you end up with a guy you can call down the road and friends you make.
We're all fighting the same fight. At the end of the day, we're all fighting the same fight. PTSD, it's hard on you. It's hard on you, and this is a great tool to relieve some of that.
If you don't know, you don't know, and it's hard to talk to somebody like my wife. I'm not going to take that home and talk to my wife what I just saw. That's not fair to her, nor would she understand. But these guys, in a way, they'll understand. Maybe they've never done that specific thing, but they're still going to understand.
So knowing that there's always somebody that's got your back, and there's always somebody, when they say, yeah, I know how you feel, they're not lying, they're not exaggerating, and they're telling you from their heart.
We fish, we tie flies, we build fly rods. It's just a good time. It's a medicinal and therapeutic opportunity for me. The amount of time it takes to tie a fly, it could be 10 minutes, or I've tied some that took me an hour. You're focusing on the fly, and all of your attention is on that fly. You're not thinking about nothing else but making that fly come out as perfect as you can. So that's the therapeutic part to me.
But with this group, like I said, it's just the tranquility of just being on the water. For me, like I said, it's a switch. My brain kind of really turns off. I don't have those thoughts, those memories going on. I imagine it's the same for a lot of the guys, but it's you, the water, the fish, and trying to figure out what they want. If you catch a fish, that's great, but for me, it's just being out here on the water.
It's, you know, I like to say the stupid goes away for a little while. It really does. Just, you know, just being out there, fly fishing, tying a fly, you know, all of it is very healing.
They have to concentrate on this so much. Number one, they have to learn how to cast. It's not just a simple thing. Then they have to learn how to read where the water is, if there's ripples or not ripples, if there's banks or not banks worthwhile. And then they have to watch their fly. They have to be able to get it out there where they want it and then watch it go along. I'm old enough to be a great-grandfather of some of these guys, and grandfather of all of them. And it's neat. It really is neat. And they don't seem to care if I'm an old man or not. They invite me along and make sure I get in there. And I have things I can teach them and stuff. Right?
I made them fly. I made the fly rod. And it's just a challenge. It's just a good feeling, and it makes you happy.
Oh, this is a way to rejuvenate your soul.
No phone, no pool, no problems. That's the way I look at it on the stream. We don't have no problems here, other than getting a tangle or your line breaking, but other than that, no problem.
Come see us. No matter what your skill level is, no matter what your capabilities are, we're here to help you do it.
The guys here, especially the ones that have been around a while, are great teachers. If you come to the meetings, they have all the stuff. So it's not like you got to go out and spend a bunch of money because I want to learn how. They have everything. They sit down. They take the time.
I tell them that number one, they're going to have fun. They're going to meet some very interesting people who have some very interesting backgrounds. And they're going to learn a lot about something that they really may or may not have done before. But they're going to find it's just extremely interesting, and it'll just change their whole outlook in life. And I think they probably get a satisfaction from that they've never gotten before. That's what I tell them.
Come out and try it. You don't have to know anything about fishing. There's no judgment here. It's all about just being with each other, you know, catching fish, having a good time. That's what it's all about.
We don't really care about any hurdles you may have. We work to overcome any hurdles, and come check us out. If you don't like it, you don't have to come back. But I guarantee you'll find something within the program that'll stick with you.
Don't suffer in silence is my big thing to those guys. Is there is an outlet. These guys are more than willing to sit down and talk to you, and we all get together just like this constantly, and it's a great time and a great way just to be with like-minded and hang out.
I wish if anybody sees this, if you're in the shadow, come and join one of the organizations that's out here for you, because it will help. It's helped me, I can tell you that much.
You're not forgotten, and that helps, because of my age. Like I say, I didn't talk about it for 20 years. I could talk about it now. So what's helped me more than anything.
Whether you're fishing and using the equipment that you put together, or whether you're just sitting on the side relaxing, that water's going away. And I think that has a healing component to release the stress and heal your soul, so that when you go back to work or you go back to face more difficulties, there's always this place that you can go to in your mind. And I couldn't think of a better place to be.